In less than 2 weeks, Michigan voters will head to the polls deciding who will be the next governor. Today on WGVU's Decision 2018, Michigan's gubernatorial candidate profiles, the contenders introduce themselves and state their case to you, the voter. Welcome to WGVU's Decision 2018, Michigan's gubernatorial candidate profiles. I'm News and Public Affairs Director Patrick Center. In the upcoming Michigan general election, you'll have the opportunity to choose from a field of 6 candidates seeking the governorship. A Republican, Democrat, and Libertarian will appear on the ballot, along with a representative from the U.S. taxpayer, Green, and Natural Law parties, all seeking your vote. This is the venue where they make their appeal to you, an opportunity for you to compare and contrast. Here we've provided the candidates with 3 minutes and 30 seconds in this program. You'll see the candidates in the order they will appear on the November 6th ballot. Republican William Duncan Bill Schuette is 64 years old. He calls Midland home. That's where he's married to wife Cynthia. The couple has 2 children. Bill Schuette earned a bachelor's degree in foreign service at Georgetown University and a law degree at the University of San Francisco. He's been Michigan's Attorney General since 2011 and was a Michigan Court of Appeals judge from 2003 through 2009. His political career includes state senate from 1995 to 2002 and elected to the U.S. House of Representatives from 1985 to 1991. Sandwiched between those years in politics, Schuette served as director of the Michigan Department of Agriculture from 1991 through 1994. His website, billschuette.com.
I'm Bill Schuette, and I'm working hard to earn your trust and to serve as Michigan's next governor. My grandparents were teachers. My mom and dad were high school sweethearts who grew up in the Great Depression, a tough time for Michigan and America. But they came to Michigan for a job, and my family's been here ever since. When I was just a boy, 6 years old, my dad died of a heart attack. My mom, she was resilient. She kept our family intact, and as a single mom, raised my 2 older sisters and me. My future wife, Cynthia, and I went to the same bus stop. And Cynthia and I, daughter Heidi and son Bill, attended public schools. And all the Schuettes still call Midland home. I'm running for governor because I want Michigan to be the place where our families can stay and grow. I want people to call Michigan their home state, the place where they live, not their vacation state, not just some place they visit. To accomplish that, I want Michigan to be a growth state, a paycheck state, and a job state. And with your support, I'll be Michigan's jobs governor. And in just a few weeks, we'll vote. And the question for Michigan is so important. Do we go forward or do we go backward? Well, you know the answer. We're going forward. We're not going backward. We've already lived through one lost decade, the failed governorship of Jennifer Granholm, and policies which caused 15% unemployment, 500,000 lost jobs, and a massive exodus from Michigan. Worse yet, our children left Michigan for opportunity elsewhere. So we can't go back. We're going forward with my paycheck agenda. Cut your income taxes, lower your auto insurance rates, improve our 3rd grade reading scores, provide job training for the skilled trades, rebuild Michigan's infrastructure and roads, and provide affordable and accessible health care for people in Michigan, including the protection of pre-existing conditions. Now, my opponents, Senator Whitmer and Garland Gilchrist, one word describes their agenda: extreme. Job-killing tax increases, mandates which would drive small businesses and families out of Michigan, and government-run, government-dominated health care that takes away patient choices and causes sky-high costs. All the ingredients to go backward. But we're going forward, and I have the experience to get that done. As Attorney General, I have a record of accomplishment. I have the experience and skill set to build on the success of the last 8 years and to go from good to great. I prosecuted Larry Nassar, and he is now behind bars for the rest of his life. I led the fight against human trafficking, changed our culture, and now women who are forced to have sex are treated as victims, not criminals. I stood up for the families of Flint who were let down by their government, and I fought to protect pensions. Senator Whitmer has only passed 3 bills in 14 years in the legislature. That's not good enough. We need to cop an attitude, a new attitude about Michigan, a Michigan with big goals, bold aspirations, and a Michigan where people plant their flag, raise their families, and build their futures. A Michigan with more people, more jobs, and bigger paychecks. And we can do this together. In Michigan, it's time to win again. Thank you.
Democrat Gretchen Whitmer is 46 years old. She calls East Lansing home. That's where she's married to Mark Mallory. The couple has 2 children and 3 stepchildren. Whitmer holds a bachelor's degree in communications and a law degree, both from Michigan State University. She recently held the post of Ingham County prosecutor from July through December of 2016. Whitmer served as state senator from 2006 through 2014, where she held the post of minority leader from 2011 through 2014. She's also been a state representative from 2001 to 2006. Her website, GretchenWhitmer.com.
I'm Gretchen Whitmer. I'm running for governor because I love the state of Michigan. I am proud to be a Michigander. But I look around at the Michigan in which my kids are growing up, and it doesn't live up to the one that I think of when I talk about my pride. This was the place people moved to for opportunity. When you got here, you knew you could get a great job that you could support a family on and retire in dignity. You'd confidently turn on the tap and bathe your kids, as well as give them a glass of water at the dinner table. You could travel our roads safely, and you knew, no matter where you lived, your kids would have a great public school education. We are dangerously behind on all of these fronts. Our leaders have failed us, and it is time for change. Now, the choice in this election could not be more stark. I worked in a bipartisan way with a Republican governor to expand Medicaid so that 680,000 people in our state got health care coverage. My opponent, Bill Schuette, went to court and tried to rip that coverage away and get rid of pre-existing condition protections for people. I'm fighting for my kids and for your kids because I believe every Michigan kid has a birthright to a great public education. My opponent, Bill Schuette, went to court and argued that none of our kids have a right to literacy, and he admires the Betsy DeVos agenda. I'm working to make sure that every LGBTQ member of our state has real protections under the Elliott Larson Civil Rights Act. My opponent went to court on a failed crusade against marriage equality. I've put a real plan to clean up our drinking water and to protect this phenomenal natural resource that is such a defining feature of our state. My opponent, Bill Schuette, was asleep at the wheel when 15 complaints from the residents of Flint came in over the course of 2 years. And I have a real plan to fix the roads. My opponent's plan is to get elected and then figure it out. Really? We deserve better. We can do better. I know how to get things done, to cross the aisle and to build bridges so that we get back to being a place where we solve problems, a place of innovators, people who have grit and love our family. But we've got to do this together. And that's why, as I think about the challenge ahead of us, I'm confident we are up to it. I've been into every part of this great state, and I know the people of our state want a governor who can cross that aisle and get things done. So if that's something that makes sense to you, if these are the issues that you and your family are facing, I ask for your vote on November 6th. Whether you are a Democrat, a Republican, an independent, or someone that is simply moored by your love of the state of Michigan, I ask you to join us. Let's get to work. Let's solve problems again, and let's make this a state where our kids stay, our families can thrive, and other people come to for opportunity again. Our best days in this state are ahead of us, but we've got serious work to do, and we are going to do it together. Let's get to work. Thank you, and please cast your vote for me on November 6th, and let's solve problems together.
Libertarian William Bill Jeleno is 58 years old and lives in Lowell. He's married to wife Donna. The couple has 6 children. Jeleno attended the University of Michigan and Wayne State University, majoring in Michigan history and business management. He currently is the owner of Grand Rapids-based Abacus Title and Escrow Group. He was department coordinator and building manager at First American Title Insurance Company from 1998 to 2008. He's also been a small business owner with Apple Blossom Restaurants in the 1990s. Gelano has twice served as chairman of the Libertarian Party of Michigan in 2003 to 2004, and again in 2016 and 2017.
All right.
His website, cometogethermichigan.org.
Hello, Michigan. This is Bill Gelano. I'm the Libertarian nominee for governor of the great state of Michigan. I'm here with you today to try to tell you a little bit about my campaign and how you can find out more information. Let's start right at the top. I come to believe that if you want your freedom, you got to work for it. Freedom isn't free. So be a good citizen and find out more about the candidates. You won't hear me mention the Democratic or Republican nominee by name, because I don't believe that this should be a competition about personalities. I think it should be about ideas. And the best place for you to find out a little bit more about me is cometogethermichigan.org. I selected cometogethermichigan.org because I believe that's the single biggest thing we need to do to change the way we talk about politics. If you look at the ads that are run by the Democrat and Republican nominee, quite often they're about personalities. They're about the past. Libertarians are about the future. We're about changing our culture to try to have more freedom, more responsibility, to give you every bit your chance to live the great dream of America, like I have. If you go to my website, cometogethermichigan.org, there's a tab there that'll tell you all about me. So that'll put the personality aside. All you really need to know is I came from Michigan, I went to school here, I live here, and my children live here. And I feel really honored to have the opportunity to speak for the great Libertarian Party, which I believe may be the last best hope for fixing our democracy. Now, if you go to my site, you'll hear all about the issues that everybody talks about: roads and schools, water, how to do all the things that we need to fix or that maybe have a little bit problems. We can fix those things, and I offer plans for each one of them. But I want to use my time now to talk about something even more important, and that's our democracy. So the issue that I'm going to talk to you about right now is something called ranked choice voting. And that gives you the opportunity to vote for more than one candidate so that you can vote for who you really believe in and not who you fear. It's really kind of terrible that the last few election cycles, both political parties have run on fear more than on their positive ideas. We have lots of positive ideas. And again, if you go to my website, cometogethermichigan.org, you can learn about our ideas for criminal justice reform, how we're going to protect the waters of the Great Lakes, all of the things that you have real concerns about, including schools for your kids. But mostly, I want you to understand that the Libertarian Party may be the last chance we have to change our democracy for the better, so that we'll have the opportunity to vote for the things we believe in and not against the things that we're afraid of. I'm Bill Gelano. I'm pleased to lead a group of people who are running for State House, State Senate. Look in your voter guides, find out who they are. Lots of special people who sacrifice every day so that they can be part of this movement to change our democracy. I'm Bill Gelano, and I look forward to seeing you on the trail. Thank you very much, and I ask for your vote.
Todd Schleiger is an independent. On the ballot, he'll appear affiliated with the U.S. Taxpayer Party. Schleiger is 52 years old, living in Lake Orion, married to wife Tracy. The couple has 7 children. A 1984 graduate of Davison High School, Schleiger enrolled in a number of online business courses from 1984 to 1987. He's a businessman specializing in transportation and logistics for over 30 years, currently transportation specialist and fleet manager with Hogan Dedicated Services. Previously, Schleiger had owned a number of businesses, including Home Power Source from 2008 to 2015 and K&T Transportation from 1992 through 2005. Also, co-founder The Public Image, specializing in screen printing from 2011 to 2015. Schleiger prides himself as a constitutional rights activist. His website, SchleigerForGovernor2018.com.
My name is Todd Schleiger, and I'm running for governor for the great state of Michigan. I'm an independent running on the U.S. taxpayers' ticket. I personally believe I'm the only candidate truly for the people of Michigan. I'm the only candidate that has a plan to lower auto insurance up to 70% for the people across this state. Shouldn't matter where you live or what your credit score is in order to get a good deal on auto insurance. I'm also the only candidate that has a plan to lower health insurance by up to 50%, utilizing Blue Cross and Blue Shield's own numbers against them. We need to make sure that every person in Michigan has a great insurance policy, and I have a plan for that. Our roads, I promise to fix our roads without increasing your taxes. Michigan is one of the highest taxed states when it comes to our roads. We're only utilizing 30% of what our tax dollars are set aside for our roads. We need to change that. All the other states are spending between 70 and 80% of their tax money for their roads. We need to increase ours to actually fix our roads. I will do that for the people of Michigan. Our school systems have been let down by the Democrats and Republicans. We need to get that straightened out. We need to pay our teachers more, and we need to put more money into our classrooms for our students. In other words, students over administration. That is my plan. I have a budget set aside for $20 billion for our public school system. That's setting $1.2 billion off to the side to bring 2 years of community college within the public school realm. This would include trade schools, and one of the great trade schools that I think of when I'm speaking about this is Specs Howard Media School. They are one of the best in the country from what I'm being told and from friends that I have that have gone to it. We need to increase our educational budget for our children and prepare them for the future. These are all plans that you can check out on my website. My website, just go to checktodd.com. That's put that way simply to remind you on November 6th, all you have to do is check Todd. I'm the only Todd on the ballot. So if you want more information on my policies and on myself, go to checktodd.com. The policy papers are there, the video links are there, interview links are there. You can find out all the information you need on my campaign and my running mate as well. So on November 6th, I hope to earn your vote, and I will keep my promises to the people of Michigan. I thank you, and have a good day.
Green Party candidate Jennifer Kurland is 37 years old, single, and calls Redford home. She's earned an associate degree from Schoolcraft College and a bachelor's degree in political science, public affairs from Wayne State University. Kurland is currently board treasurer on the Redford Union Schools Board, and she was the school board president from 2015 through 2018. She's currently elections chairperson for Redford Charter Township, beginning her tenure in 2006. She served as district director for Michigan Junior Chamber International in 2015 and was president of the Redford JCs in 2014. Kurland has worked in retail banking management from 2004 to 2015 and was a canvasser and field manager for Clean Water Action from 2001 to 2004. She's also a radio personality and host of the show The Offensive Feminist with Jenny Kay on Cave Radio Broadcasting. Her website, kurlandformichigan.com.
Hello, Western Michigan. I am Jennifer Kurland, the Green Party candidate for governor, asking for your vote this November. I'm born and raised here in Michigan to 2 union parents. Grew up, went to college, only had enough saved for a couple of years because my folks were hardworking and union, went to Michigan State, and fell into a career of environmental activism with Clean Water Action, canvassing around our great state for 3 years on environmental issues. I fell into a career then of banking, worked mainly with small businesses and people just like you who were struggling through the Great Recession. I bought my house at age of 24 in Redford Township, right next to Detroit. And I started getting involved in my local community, first working as a poll worker and then a chairperson for elections that I've been doing for over a decade, and getting involved in numerous civic organizations and other local initiatives. I decided to run for school board in 2012, and I was elected to serve a 6-year term to the Redford Union School Board from 2013 to 2018. My background and my passion has always been in politics. And so I went back to school and I finished my degree in political science public affairs from Wayne State University. I have the most diverse background of anyone who is running for this office. I'm running on a Green New Deal. We need and must transition to 100% clean, green, renewable energy now. It is imperative because climate change is real. And this is also going to help bring new jobs to Michigan. We can put tradespeople to work for good union jobs, making wind farms and solar panels, and starting to become innovators in Michigan again by innovating hydropower and utilizing the power of the Great Lakes that is in our backyard to power our state. We need to make sure that we are giving the services that we need to our children. Public education in Michigan used to be one of the top states in the country. We're now in the bottom. Detroit Public Schools is the worst rated public school system in the country, which means that even our kids at the top, they're struggling too. We need to properly fund public education, and that includes curriculum, making sure that our kids have access to the right curriculum, our teachers have professional development, and that we're funding infrastructure for schools as well. And right now, our state is in the midst of more and more water and environmental crises, with the PFAS contamination here on the west side, which is also on the east side and up north, as well as lead poisoning in children that plagues 43% of the counties in our state. We need to make sure that the next governor of the state of Michigan understands policy, finance, public education, and of course, the Flint water crisis. And so I'm asking for your vote. This November 6th, vote for Jennifer V. Kurland for governor of the state of Michigan and all of our Green Party candidates. Thank you.
Keith Richard Butkovich is the Natural Law Party's candidate. He's 34 years old, single, and lives in Wayne. He's a 2002 graduate of Lamphere High School, located in Madison Heights. Butkovich is currently a retail manager for Kroger and worked as a clerk at Hiller's Market from 2002 to 2015. His website, facebook.com/Butkovich for governor.
Hi, my name is Keith Butkovich, and I am running for governor of the state of Michigan under the Natural Law Party. I'm not a party person. I'm an independent. I believe in you, the individual. I believe that your personal and economic freedom is most important, and you know how to run your life better than I do. So what do I want to do as governor? My main thing is to get our tax situation under control. I'd like to eliminate the income tax. I feel that's very burdensome to people, and it hurts the economy by giving more money to the government and less in your pocket. Again, I feel you know how to spend your money better than I do. And then after that, look at some of the other taxes, sales tax, property tax, etc., and how to reduce those burdens on you. I'm for personal freedom too. Proposal 1, the marijuana proposal, I do support that. I do not like that they do have some limitations on it. The lockbox for 2.5 ounces and the 10 ounces for total that you can have. I'm not a fan of that, but I'm hoping that this is legalized. So this is a step towards more, to easier access and to allow you to decide how much you want in your house. I think it's odd that you can buy a keg of beer, but you can only buy up to 10 ounces of marijuana. Again, this is as long as you don't harm anyone else, it's your life. If that's, you know, you can want to smoke marijuana or do whatever, that's fine with me. I don't think the government should tell you what to do. I'm also for lowering auto insurance rates. Michigan is the highest in the nation overall per capita, And one of the things I like to do is to make Michigan an at-fault state, so that's more responsibility. I believe the insurance companies have too many, put too many burdensome on people. The regulations of what you're forced to carry, I think you should have the option for that, as well as to suggest your own pricing and to deal with the insurance companies. But I'd also like to make car insurance optional. Now that would not be something I'd recommend, but again, in a free society, that is your choice. If you get into an accident without insurance and it's found that you're at fault, then those are the consequences you'd have to pay out of your own pocket. But again, in a free society, we have to allow people to do things as long as they don't harm anyone else. So I'm asking you on the 6th of November to look down your ballot, look down, I'm the 6th spot on the ballot, and vote for me, Keith Butkovich. I may be the long shot, but as you know in horse racing, if you bet on the long shot and they win, you get the best payout, and that's what I feel that I am. So remember, November 6th, vote Keith Butkovich for governor. Thank you.
You can watch the candidates again side by side on our website. That's wgvu.org/politics. We hope this experience will help you make an informed decision. From all of us here at WGVU Public Media, have a great day, and please get out and vote on November 6th.